Bury them.
Do you want their
bury
stuff?
them.
Drayakad
Yeah,
20.
I do want the stuff, but that's later. Bury them.
Do you want their
Bury
stuff?
them. Yeah, I do want the stuff, but that's later after the.
The boat, and then, yeah.
We got the money, we got the boat.
I feel like we haven't really done anything, to be honest.
We have so much potential.
Yeah. We're like
Bury
getting
them.
there.
Do you want their
bury
stuff?
them.
Shared.
Yeah, I do want the stuff.
Did
but
I mention today's probably my
that's
last
later
session? No, last session for a while. Just for a while.
Yeah, I read that.
Well,
It's
we're
funny.
gonna miss
Congrats,
next
by
week
the way.
anyway.
I was literally
Is
about to
next
do
week
the like.
Someone had to not be there anyway.
That sucks. I was literally about to do like the little bit that I usually do at the beginning of the stream. Like I was gonna perfectly segue when Bob was like, "Well, we haven't really done anything," and I was gonna be like, "Well, what did we do last week?" kind of thing, right? To like tee it up. But Jason resubbed exactly at that moment, and I don't like speaking over the alerts, so I just sat there and like let it go. And you guys kept going. Now the moment's lost. I just wanted you to know that perfect segue was there. And Jason
we screwed
fucked
it
it all up. It's totally fine. I appreciate the $2.50.
It's
Appreciate you. I pushed back the ads for a couple of minutes. Anyway, it's fine. Hey, we got a hype train, so that's cool.
Yeah.
So Taylor's not here. I mean, he's currently here, but he's getting his food. We just get a really close up on a Walmart shopping bag, apparently. Is what that looks like.
That's the only thing in
I
focus.
see the Walmart logo,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I see the logo.
Yeah. So anyway,
It's like the Walmart bag in another bag. No, we need to get into
yeah.
this.
No,
we need to
wait,
figure it out.
Hold on, let me zoom in.
Enhance.
Enhance. Well, we can't like create more bits, right? He has to send more bits. So
What do you mean? That's what enhancing is. Enhance.
look, I clicked on his
Photoshop
image. It ruined the overlay, but it's all crappy now. I actually think it's enhanced when it's smaller. It's not as pixely.
I always thought that was just the funniest shit ever when I was a kid. They just
Super true.
Enhance.
Oh, every
Enhance.
time. I laughed every single time.
Enhance. So good.
I mean,
It's like,
it's a
what?
decent picture.
Yeah, it's not bad. So anyway, we got stuff we got to do. Speaking of you guys having not done much, things have happened, and the world keeps on moving. So,
Shit.
if you're watching this on Twitch, go ahead and subscribe, Twitch Prime, blah, blah, blah. Love you long time. If you're watching this on YouTube, check out the Twitch stream. We go live every Monday, 6:30 to 10-ish. Except for when we don't. But we're trying to fill that content with, like, Baldur's Gate or something like that. Speaking of which, we'll probably play in Baldur's Gate next week, because I think somebody won't be here. We'll figure it out. But in any case, check out the Twitch stream. Some of us sometimes talk there, so feel free to join us. Anyway, that was enough of that. Let's see. Hopefully everybody had a good Christmas and New Year's, and we're back. So somebody tell us what happened last session.
I'll go. And one of you guys is going to have to step up next week.
No, we'll just call you.
That was a preemptive for next week.
That's right.
Yeah, every Monday we're just going to call you to give the recap. Week? Yeah.
It'll be my test whether or not I watch the VOD. Okay, we went shopping, and we did a lot of shopping. And what was important to my character is I found that the Librum of Souls and Flesh was at the Curiosity Cabinet in Garriott with a vendor calling himself Dion. So I made a little mental note of that. Vinveris purchased a strange orb for 1 copper. He paid gold, and it destroys all items within 100 feet with a common word. We went to Lyrian's trial. She was executed by the Inquisition. We kind of botched resurrecting her.
To be fair, that wasn't on you guys.
She started speaking in the throat of 100 people. We suspect that her soul is with the evil possessor person, the Not Orcus. And Not Orcus appeared. A fiend of some kind climbed from the ruin of her body. The creature was formidable. Its auras confused, deafened, mute, and drew us in closer. And Kaido managed to call for help. And Eris gathered his men. He came to our aid, but before he reached us, we fought it back into the ground through its fiery fissures. And then we explained to Eris what happened, and we parted on good terms with an invitation to lunch at his place, and we retired at the boat.
All of that is entirely accurate.
I think we should stress, definitely not Orcus.
It was definitely not Orcus.
Definitely not Orcus.
I just want to stress to the stream, all right? It was not Orcus. I'm not fucking with you. The players they're trying to make it seem like it might have been Orcus. It wasn't Orcus. That was a placeholder token. It was not Orcus.
His name was
totally
not Orcus.
Was
like
I was trying.
Obviously, it's not Orcus.
I'm not memeing. I named it definitely not Orcus because I didn't want one of you guys to be like, "Hey, is that Orcus?"
Clearly,
yeah, you definitely weren't memeing.
I was trying to head that off, and you guys were like,
right.
"Sure, it's not Orcus."
The meme.
I laughed so hard I just inhaled a lot of onion, and now I'm crying. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Just enjoy that.
That was definitely not Orcus who did that.
Yep.
Yeah, right? Look, just wait till you guys start meeting some other mythological creatures. They do exist. Orcus is in my world, but that was definitely not Orcus, is what I'm getting at.
Definitely not Cthulhu will come out later.
Yeah, that was his son, Rorcus.
His cousin Borcus.
He's from the colder climate.
Yes,
His
exactly.
name is actually just Junior.
Junior.
Orcus Junior.
Yeah. I mean, orcs exist, and they do have a god, and presumably it is/was Orcus. But that was not Orcus. It was just a template. Moving on.
Keep saying that, but that doesn't make me believe you.
Okay, tell you what. If you don't believe me, use one of your... what was it?
Vizier.
Yeah, use one of your viziers and ask me. The party's got 3 of them right now. If you want to know the answers, all you got to do is ask.
Whoa. Yeah. Those aren't given to the party. Those are held close to my heart.
Sorry. Bob's got 2. Lauren's got 1.
Yeah, the party has 3. Totally.
Jason's original character has 1. If you could find him and talk to him and ask him to use it.
Oh, the NPCs probably already used it to like gain ultimate knowledge of the campaign, right?
Oh, see, that's smart, but I wouldn't do that to you guys. You guys won it fair and square.
That'll be a fun conversation with Ember. Hey, we ran into your sister.
And him being like, I
Hey,
know, I used the Vizier. Oh,
Found her.
okay.
Well, then we tried.
Yeah. Okay, the ad break's over. We're good to go. So, it is shortly before noon, or shortly after breakfast. Your call, somewhere in that middle section. What would you guys like to do as you're chilling on your ship?
We should rest.
I think we need to do a long rest.
Agreed.
Well, you just woke up, so you can't do a
Yeah.
long rest, but you can do a short rest if you'd like.
Perhaps we could,
No, we should sleep.
just sit here and look
Lick
at
our
the
wounds.
look at the boat
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
while I heal
Contemplate
up
life.
a little bit. Yes.
We should decide where we're planning on going next.
It's actually a
in this
great
journey.
idea.
I think were we heading off around the continent here, or
Yeah,
what
we
was-
were gonna go make you king of Black Marsh. I think.
That's kind of what I was thinking, but I don't remember if that's what we ended with because
I
it's
think that was our
I think-
hottest lead.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does anybody oppose that?
Nope. Okay.
No?
All right. Well, then that's probably where we'll be heading. And I'm pretty sure after our shopping spree yesterday or this morning, I don't remember. I got hit on the head a couple times.
What is it, just afternoon right now?
Yes. I think we're good, right? We don't need anything before we leave, so we could just.
Yeah, we got everything.
Quite literally everything.
Well, okay. So
Yes.
technically, should we? I mean, we could rest for the hour if we need, and then just kind of pack up and go, and then
Yeah.
get some dinner on the boat from our new chef and indulge on the sea.
Can I grab some spell components real quick? Just from some mini shop.
Yeah, sure. Curiosity Cabinet has some, or that's actually closest to the ship.
Yeah, I'll go there then.
There's a couple other places, of course.
Do
but-
you need the party bank?
No, just a couple odds and ends.
Okay. Is there any other? I know you guys had a couple of thoughts on the go. Was there anything else that you guys wanted to wrap up in town, or are you just hightailing it out of here? There was some investigations in the Undercity that you guys were in the middle of doing, and there was the invitation from Eris for some lunch. Or did you guys have?
Probably went to lunch already.
You might have went to
We-
lunch already.
No, we did the tea yesterday. We went for tea at his house, and then we met his mom, and then they were all like, "We're gonna kill Larian tomorrow," and then they killed
Yeah.
Larian.
And
thought
then
he
we went
invited us
shopping
after
for
the
like
fight,
6
too.
hours.
Did we go to his house? We got invited for tea, but we were like really beaten up after the battle, so I don't know if we went for tea.
I don't remember. Quick, somebody
Neither
check
do
the
I.
VOD.
I don't think we actually went to him afterwards. I don't think. No, wait, maybe we did.
My last note is we head back to the boat and end.
Yeah, that was my last. Note.
I think we ended pretty promptly because it was late.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Combat was like right up to like 950 or something like that.
I still
don't
feel
recall.
I feel vaguely uneasy around Eris, even though he was coming to save our bacon. I think he thinks he's doing the right thing, but I also think that we're magic users in somewhat, and he wants to murder us.
I'm up for either. There, we can go have the lunch with him after our little rest here, because I know we look a little worse than we're here.
Mhm.
Or we could just leave.
I mean, I would vote for just leave.
Yeah, I got.
So would I.
That seems
I
easy.
got nothing keeping me here.
All right, we got a couple leaves. I think we just leave then.
Yeah, just show us along the way.
All right. Is that possible?
Yeah.
I can also
Okay.
cast prayer of healing on us as well, if we are worried. Some of us are quite low. And don't want
I
to spend
I feel like I'm just going to
consultants.
while I'm resting here, I'll patch myself up a little.
Spend a couple hit dies. Yeah. Fair.
Because hit dies just heal me, right?
Correct.
Is that how that works?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's
I'm not
probably the
messing
best
with a
thing
curse
then.
that deeply. Like, yeah.
That'd be intense.
So
Prayer
is
of healing is up to 6 people.
is
So-
anybody going
That's
with
fair.
Merrick? to Curiosity Cabinet, or just him by himself?
I would go.
Okay.
I'm
Stick
gonna
by
stay
my
in the boat.
gun priest buddy.
Staying on the boat.
I have a prayer to do. I'll be in my bunk.
But before I go,
Okay.
I would definitely heal the two of us. For
Okay.
sure.
Ignore that.
Initiative, interesting.
Oops.
What are we fighting?
Wow.
It's an interesting spell to cast.
The 4.
All right, so the 6 people that you choose for the Prayer of Healing heal 16, except if you're a part of the curse. In which
I
case
picked the
gets-
4 just to make it easy for the curse. So
Oh, okay.
everybody just heals 16.
Cool.
And then I just pick all of us, so everybody heals 16. It's also a terrible roll.
Gotcha.
Really upset about that.
Okay, everybody heals 16, and then any hit dice on top of that. So,
Oh, thank you for the heal.
okay, so Merrick and Gran, you guys head off to the Curiosity Cabinet. What are you looking to buy?
Incense spell components.
Okay.
100 gold worth of.
Yep. You can find that easily enough.
And that's it.
Cool. Did you want to do anything, Gran?
No, I'm just there for the ride.
Okay. And
I am rolling another hit die, though, because that's brutal.
while they're doing that, back at the boat, what are you guys all doing while you're waiting for them to get back?
I'm working on my armor and weapons.
Okay.
I have some words for my amulet.
Okie dokie.
I'm just gonna be awkwardly hanging out on the top of the ship while I'm trying to heal myself. 1 second.
Okay.
Trying to get my shit to work here. Sending it. There we go. 5, 6. Okay, I'll be here for a moment. Oh, that's better.
That's a decent hit die right there.
Okay, so that's what? 2, 3. I'll do 4. Okay, I'm looking better.
Okay.
Okay. So I tell my amulet that the Librum of Souls and Flesh is at the Curiosity Cabinet in Garriott with a vendor named D-E-O-N. And I explicitly spell his name instead of saying it.
Okay. Smart. I like it.
Yeah. People know when you say their names if they're magic enough. I have a suspicion.
You could be right. In fact, you may be. Does your necklace allow for a return message? I believe it does, right?
Just one.
Okay. Is there a word limit?
No.
Oh, okay.
He tends to go on.
Yeah. Let's see. What would he say? Or rather, how would he say it? Because I know what he's
And he
gonna say.
doesn't need to always respond right away.
Oh, no, he would. There's some stuff going on.
Okay.
Okay, he says, "Thanks for the information. Things are complicated. A being known as Nycthelios, the Abyssal Monarch, has made himself known to the world. We need to speak. Go to a shop called the End of the Line. Speak to Kelly. Ask for the Death Rose. Preferably go alone." And that's all.
Do I know if End of the Line is in town?
You've probably seen it as you guys have been walking around. It's in the art district. Actually, did you guys go to the art district? You guys went there once. Make a history check with advantage. So you guys have been in town a couple of days. Good thing you
Hey,
had
advantage!
Plus, it was a natural 20, so okay, yes. Yes, you do know that the End of the Line is in Garriott. It's in the art district. It is actually pretty close to the, like, kind of cellar door entrance to the Undercity that you guys originally came to. It is a playhouse where they are very well known for putting on plays of death, and as they like to say, the question of final fucking words are hard. It's a Monday, boys. I'm sorry. Where they put on plays about death and the questionability of the finality of mortal lives, as they put it.
Man, that's so much to type. Stop adding depth to your world.
I'm sorry. I'll just make it one-dimensional with no depth. I'm sad you guys didn't go there for a play, like, early on, but I was trying not to, like, be heavy-handed with all the, like, cool places to go in the town. So it's like, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna slip off the boat.
Okay.
Hey guys, be right back. Going for a cigarette.
Want to get some milk?
Dad.
And he never came back.
He never came back. Oh, God. That's amusing. Okay. I'm assuming you're going to walk to the art district.
Maybe, yeah. I might go directly to the art district, to the End of the Line.
Okay.
Look for Kelly and ask for the death rose.
Okay. As you're walking towards the art district, you see coming through the narrow part of the art district that you have to get through between the trade district and the art district to get to the docks. You see a familiar-looking big robotic companion and your friend, Merrick.
Hello.
Hey guys.
Hey.
How you doing?
Great. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Good.
I gotta go check out a death cleric thing. I plan on coming back, but sometimes things go crazy. And if I'm not back by tonight, you should tell the guys to go.
Do you want me to just like wait outside? I can just stand still for a really long time.
No, I believe that. But if you guys leave, I would be able to find you.
Well, that's good at least.
And I'll come back, because part of that boat is mine.
Yeah, but you're
Of course
also
it
part
is.
of running that boat, so we should wait. I'll just stand right here. It's fine. And you just see me just kind of like.
Sounds like it might take a little longer than that.
Maybe. Maybe hedge and continue on with your day.
All right, we'll do that.
I'm just out for a walk.
Or now a stand.
If Merrick, if you're not going, I'll just come with you. It's fine.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Hope to see you again soon. If not, it's been nice.
You as well. Thanks for, everything. It's been interesting.
Interesting is definitely the right word.
Being so close to death brings people together. Been telling
Certainly
people for
does.
years.
Death cult, all right.
Grave cult.
Grave cult, my bad. Sorry. I'm in a gun cult, so.
Hey,
Yeah.
that really benefits us both.
Hey, man, one man's cult is another man's religion, all right? Let's not,
Fair.
Yeah, we got buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
We're pretty legit,
We have guns
And buildings.
and buildings.
which are very hard to question.
All right, so you guys separate. Merrick and Gran heading towards the boat, and Abby heading into the art district. You eventually come to the very large playhouse known as the End of the Line. The building is... It looks like it was once a large playhouse that maybe burned down. The exterior is all like charred wood. And the End of the Line appears to be written in red paint. Right above the entrance doorway. Which are a set of large double doors, which appears to used to have a door handle, but no longer does, and you just see that circular cutout where a door handle would be. And yeah, you can actually see into the building through that hole if you wanted to, but yeah, that's the exterior. Very creepy looking.
I push on through. Very inviting.
Okay. Inside, you see a person sitting at the kind of front desk as you enter, and she's wearing all black, black hair, black, all of that. Her face is painted completely corpse white, and accentuated by some red lipstick and eyeliner and all that stuff. But basically, she's like doing her best job to like audition for like a Norwegian black metal band. Basically, that's the image that it invokes, right?
Big fan.
Yeah. And as you walk closer to the front counter, you realize that she is either a child or like a halfling, because she stands like 2.5 feet tall and seems to be sitting on a very large high chair as you walk in. And she just kind of looks up at you and goes, "Yeah, what do you want?"
Hey, are you Kelly?
"Yeah, what's it to you? You gotta buy a ticket if you want to watch the show."
I'm looking for something more interesting.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to inquire about a death rose.
She just kind of like looks at you and like narrows her eyes a little bit. "All right, come around." You see her start to rummage through a couple of drawers in front of her. She wants you to walk around the side of the desk.
Yeah, I'll hustle around.
Okay. As you do, she's rustling some stuff. You can see there's a couple of things in there. Dagger, a couple of vials of ominous different types of liquids. And she pulls out a board approximately 2 feet wide, about a foot long, maybe 2 inches thick, with what appears to be like a bowl in the center of it. And she sets that down on the table and then goes, "All right, yeah, you ever used one before?"
You got somebody to fill it up?
No, that'll be you.
Fun.
2,500 of diamonds, and it'll take you anywhere you want to go. But that's not the death rose. That's just what I was told to give to the person asking for the death rose. So, here's the death rose. And you feel a very sharp pain in your stomach suddenly. And your vision starts to slowly fade and shrink and shrink and shrink till it looks like you're looking through binoculars, and then a monocular, and then a straw. And as you look down with your last final moments of lucidity, you see her hand outstretched and a dagger holding a hilt right up to your chest, and blood dripping down your front and making a pool on the floor as you die. Here's the question. Do you want the party to hear this next bit, or do you want it to be a surprise?
If I'm gonna be gone for this long, I feel like I shouldn't leave them hanging.
Fair enough.
But that also would have been the first headphones off of this campaign.
It would.
That's fair. You know what?
A very open party this time. It's weird.
It has been. Do you guys want to have it be like a mystery, or would you guys want to be in the loop? Because it's your game too.
You're muted.
I'll leave it to you. I'm good either way.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Your dealer's
Me
choice.
personally
All up
would
to you.
love to know. I
So-
don't mind going being the whole I know nothing character wise, and go do the mystery solving. But
If it
me
helps,
personally,
I'm of two minds. I have intentionally strayed away from as many headphones off moments as I did in last campaign because there was a lot of them. So I wanted the party to be more like involved, but anytime there's secret information, I've been PMing you guys. Unfortunately, this is a pretty long scene that can't really be PM'd, and also there's going to be some back and forth. So that's why I give you the option.
Let Holden
Sorry, my
decide.
kid wants me to draw.
All good.
Let Holden decide.
There you go. Should Daddy do this alone, or should his friends watch?
Let's do headphones off. Is it a quick? Is it like I'm not gonna be like making them wait 10 minutes?
Maybe 10 minutes.
Okay, then they're in on it.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Here's the meta, guys.
So, the final moments that you see of your life are of looking down and seeing this small woman's hand outstretched, dagger buried to the hilt in your stomach, as you crumble into a pile on the floor, surrounded by a pool of your own blood. And you find yourself in a massive black void with nothing around you. There's no stars, there's no chairs, no tables, no food, no water, no life, no death, no anger, no hate, no joy, nothing to inspire to. Just a blank void of absolute nothingness.
My mind, because I've died before, so my mind sets to wander. This isn't what happened last time.
Nope.
I whisper, "Did you do it? Am I here?"
No, technically you did it. And you spin and turn around and see a familiar 1T figure standing there, cowled, in this void with you. Says, "You asked for it, to be fair."
I did.
So,
This means so much.
you may have guessed by now, this is not true death. This is what the souls see before we catch them. We catch them...
I'm in the siphon.
You're in that moment before you're caught. And you go one of two ways. To the afterlife, or to me. This is that bridge. Welcome! It can be
Well
anything
done.
you want it to be. And he, like, turns around and you see, as he's sitting there and he turns, you see this black void slowly start to warp into a large precipice of a cliff with a river and a waterfall. And as he turns around and you both stand there at the top of this cliff, you see this waterfall go down 200, 300, 400, 600, 800, 1,000 feet into this pool at the bottom. And you're actually overlooking a very familiar sight that you've seen before. The City of the Dead. Just a couple of miles off your right shoulder. Large and in its splendor, you smell the familiar scents, grave moss, the trees,
Shit tons of
wind.
incense.
incense, yes. And Scratch kind of turns to you and says, "This is what it could be. Or anything you want it to be."
So you haven't shaped it yet. It's not permanent, or does it keep changing?
This is what I like to see. What would you like to see?
This makes me very happy. Wait, am I dead permanently? Or I mean, like I was last time?
We can
Or-
circle back to that. It's complicated.
I have too many questions.
I will address as many as I can.
Wait, am I the first one here?
There's been many souls that have come through here. You're the first one in this particular shard you can consider.
Oh, so we're individualized? It's not like a conscious place?
Think of the souls leaving mortals as fish in a river. And when you get to a divide in the river, this is that divide. Down one way, you end at me. Down the other way, afterlife. Paradise, hells, depending on your choices in life. I've simply put a net out, and I catch a couple of fish here or there. And that's currently where you are. I can toss you back in the river, or I can keep you for myself. I've done it a couple hundred, maybe 1,000 times so far, so I've pretty much got it down to a science.
This is excellent.
But I ask again, what do you want to see? Where do you want to go?
I don't know. I left my whole life behind when I entered the new body. I was moving forward, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, to see the necropolis at the height of its strength is magnificent, since we worked so hard on it.
Well, this is devoid of life. This is only what I see it as. I can't make the souls manifest here. So, it actually looks much more magnificent than this in person. You'll see smokestacks of, coming out of all the chimneys and all that stuff. You don't see that here because there's no souls here. Just you, just me.
So we can invent places, not people.
You could invent people, but it gets tricky. People are sure to notice if their souls get pulled from their body, and if too many populate this place. Well, the soul's got to come from somewhere. So I either fish too many out of the sea to populate this shard, or I draw them back from the people I've already, collected, you could say. One thins my numbers, the other draws attention. The kind of divine attention that you probably don't want to attract.
You're building me a house.
On the contrary, you build yourself a house. It kind of points past your shoulder. Do you turn?
Of course.
What kind of house would Ebby... Describe the house that Ebby has in his mind. That he sees.
I want to live in... I've always wanted to be in the main temple with the high priests, in the cliff face.
Okay. So you see, as you turn around, the cliff face. You see the temple built into it. You see, on the little, place where people, drop their notes in little mailboxes, you see your name on one of the mailboxes.
So, could you filter other souls to be in here with me, in this shard?
Absolutely. I generally keep each soul to its own shard until I'm ready to use that soul. I wouldn't... There's a problem when people become too self-aware. They tend to want autonomy. And...
Oh, that's a problem.
in a place like this, I can't allow that. If you have autonomy, you can make choices. If you can make choices, you are not a great servant. So...
He's having the same problem as the architect in the Matrix.
Pretty much. Yeah. I see you caught one of the inspirations for this place. You'll never guess where another one is. That was a joke. Taylor knows. Even if he hasn't figured it out yet, he knows. Anyway. But, in theory, yeah, I could bring a couple of souls in here. I don't think you'll be staying for long, though. This place just makes a very convenient place to chat. When you sent your message, I knew that we needed to have a more in-depth conversation. And I couldn't have that without having a face-to-face. So, sorry. Excuse me. Sorry, I had to... Well, you had to die, so that your soul could be caught in the net.
Of course. Actually, if I die in any other circumstance, do I just end up back in the shard?
If I know it's going to happen and I place the net. I can't leave the net out there forever. You'll catch too many fish, thus drawing the attention. Basically, when I need a soul, I toss the net, catch a soul, pull the net back out.
So as long as I tell you.
Yeah, in theory.
Hopefully I haven't used my message for the day.
And hopefully I haven't caught too many souls in that moment, or moments leading up to it.
Are you concerned about any of the curious parties? Whether they be High Temple Priest or other rival gods?
Again, that's part of a longer conversation. Well, I mean, we could get into that. I should probably tell you about the things where things stand, then you can ask your questions. Currently, I mentioned this creature, Nythelios the Abyssal Monarch. He's made himself known to not just myself and the rest of the Nine, but Kalepna themselves has spoken to us, to the Nine, and told us to be on our look for some sort of cult that is being created. Mindless husks, soul-warped creatures. Whatever reads this Abyssal Monarch's passages in its tomes, their souls become entwined with theirs, and he can take them over. And the more it happens, the closer entwined they become until that soul is gone, and nothing remains in that husk but Nythelios themselves. And, well, that's wherein lies the issue. You see, I don't need to tell you, but in my particular line of work, souls are kind of important. And, well, I can't have some other being warping souls or consuming them. It kind of encroaches on my territory. So, we have to figure something out. And there's a little bit of a snafu. And he kind of waves his hand a little bit. And you see that beautiful visage in front of you of the City of the Dead slowly start to warp, as if in a heat haze, as if looking across, you know, when you're driving down a really hot road and you look and you can see the heat coming off the road. You see that kind of heat haze kind of waft up in front of you. And you see the image of the city slowly change in front of you. You see bits of walls missing. You see the outer walls have been breached. You see several of the buildings have collapsed. He says, "The issue is he attacked us when we were not aware. Now that we are, we're better defended, but we did take a beating. And we've completely closed off the city. You can't come here by normal means anymore. There's only 2 ways in, 2 ways out." And he kind of looks back a little bit, and you see this thick fog kind of roll in. But it doesn't cover the city. The city itself is left completely alone, but this fog completely surrounds the city. You can see the docks. The fog completely swarms over them, and then stops at the outer walls of the city. He says, "We created the fog. The travelers maintain the only way is to travel the fog. They've sunk ships in the ocean to create a reef. To make anybody sailing here, well, they'll fall. And if you traverse the fog, assuming that you don't get turned around and lost, well, there's the obvious dangers of the world, and it's always been a perilous place to travel around here. So many cliffs. Who can say what could happen to you? The eulogies maintain the fog. The dustmen, quarrymen, and stickmen make up the bulk of the fighting forces. But the silence has been silent.
We're being
much piping.
sieged.
We are. And we've closed, as I said, we've closed ourselves off a little bit. We're stopping the bleeding now. But I'm ready to go on the offensive. And therein lies the problem. This is why I need you. This is why I had you be killed, so we could speak, so you could know my intention. I give you this choice willingly. You can choose to say no, and I'll wake another. You are the only one, currently, of a select group of people that you belong to. And you're the only one I can ask for this. If you say no, that's fine. I'll make another, and they can do it.
No.
But you've been awake, so maybe you.
Choose me.
All right. I need somebody to watch my back while I do an incredibly dangerous and incredibly stupid ritual.
That's what got us here in the first place, right?
Yeah, this one is incredibly stupid, though. I
didn't want to say anything, but the first one was too.
Oh, this one's worse. I promise you that. In fact, all of the other 9 universally agreed that I'm crazy and would not help with this ritual. So I have to do it alone. And you know we agree on everything. Most of the time. Well, in this case, they won't help. And what the ritual is I'm going to bore a teeny tiny little hole through the celestial barrier to speak to and possibly get the help of Kalepna themselves. To stop this abyssal monarch.
I've got your back.
Alright. I should give you a little bit of fair warning. Some of the high priests, when they hear of this, may not be happy and will probably try to attack me. You're probably going to need to kill several people in the defense of my life.
That, too, is something that we dealt with before.
I just want to put all the cards on the table. Well, when you awaken, and you'll have your opportunity here in a moment to ask any questions you'd like. We're not on any sort of timetable here. You are in a place of suspended... let's say the passage of time doesn't work normally here as it does in other places. You could spend a year here, and only 30 seconds will have passed back where your friends are. It's weird.
Let's put my questions on pause then. I've got to step away for a second for a holding thing.
Yep.
So we can switch back to the group.
Absolutely. Okay. So what's the group doing over at the ship?
I believe the term is vibing.
Mm-hmm.
I have fabricate now as a spell.
Yeah.
And I was wondering how creative we can get with fabricate. Like, would I be able to use fabricate to, like, potentially fuse my gun with, like, the rope of climbing I bought in some sort of way? I'll PM you about it, but this is what I would be working on during this time.
Okay. I'm probably just making silver balls.
Also that. Probably.
I mean, so you want to make a grappling hook gun, basically, is what you're trying to say.
Yes.
Yeah. To your gun or your arm?
I think it would be gun first and then arm eventually.
Okay.
Well, actually, I guess that's a question. Would fabricate work on myself?
I'd say both would be possible. Fabricate on yourself, I'm not sure. We're gonna have to. That's gonna be a longer conversation you and I'll have to have.
For sure.
But either option could, in theory, work. The gun, while could work, would be a monumentally stupid idea.
Okay.
Because once you convert that to a grappling gun, you can't shoot like bullets with it anymore, right? It's strictly a grappling hook with like the 50-foot rope. Like, how do you put?
Oh, I
bullets
figured
back
it would
into
be like. Yeah. Well.
And then, assuming that you could make that work, what would the clerics say when they find out that you've manipulated and mutilated something, a religious artifact that is extremely dear to their entire beings? You know?
That's a good point. Yeah.
It's like, have you guys ever realized that the Bible makes for great toilet paper? Like, bro, what? You know.
I mean, we could fabricate that.
I mean, you could, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm just reading fabricate again. It does say creatures or magic items can't be created or transmuted by this spell. So there's that.
Sorry, say that again.
The spell says no creatures can be created or transformed by the spell. So that answers that.
And you are a creature, so. However, that doesn't mean that what you want can't be done. We can absolutely make it happen in another way.
I mean, if we just remove your arm, it becomes an object, right?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
You can you can literally make arm attachments for yourself if you want to.
Yes,
literally,
I very much do.
You can literally just be like, click, arm off. Okay, cool. Grappling arm.
Okay.
I mean, you could absolutely do that.
Let's work on that then. That's what I will be doing.
Sure. Do you have any steel for raw materials?
Or
iron?
No, but
or
if we needed it, I would go buy it.
Okay, yeah.
You have money.
We should have some in the repair materials for the boat, right?
It's going to need a lot to fabricate a whole new arm.
Yeah, I wouldn't take it away from the ship. Also, a full. It's just like this much. It's like
forearm. Okay, yeah. What? Same thing. It's. I'm just saying, like the circuitry that's involved, the actual arm itself. You don't want it to be like flimsy, made out of like stainless steel. You'd never be able to grapple with your own weight.
Yeah.
Right?
I would buy anything I would think I would need to do that.
Actually, we should buy a bunch of steel just to repair stuff in case we need it. Because we do have fabricate now.
Yeah. So I will buy a shit ton of steel and a shit ton of iron as well, and like lug it back to the boat.
Yeah, I'll help you.
And I would pay with. Well, I guess how much would it be? I don't know what raw materials cost in this world. So.
It's player's handbook prices. I don't know if there is any though.
That shit's in the player
handbook.
Might
be for steel.
Checking.
Item steel.
There's adamantine bar.
Oh, this is wild beyond the Witchlight. I almost said Twitchlight.
4 gold pieces.
Per bar? Per pound?
It would be per bar, but I don't know how big a bar is.
I'd say like maybe 4 or 5 bars.
Adamantine bar is 10 pounds.
Adamantine bar. Oh shit! Can I make my stuff out of adamantium?
You could.
Ooh. It's 1,000 gold for a single bar.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have like so. Okay, would a 10-pound bar of adamantium be enough to make an arm attachment?
I don't actually know how much you'd need. If you could tell you what, if you guys can work out the math of how much material would actually need to be able to make an artificial arm, I'll just allow that.
You could just do an adamantine coated arm.
Yeah, that too.
Here's an idea. While we finish
Raen,
up the scene with Derek
Raen.
and I, why don't one of you guys Google how much raw materials goes into making a prosthetic arm? And then we'll just extrapolate from that. That makes sense. Okay. Derek's back. Welcome back!
So,
So,
are we right back into it?
yeah. So Scratch
assumed we would be
Scratch will
opposed.
finish what he was saying. Yeah, there's a little bit of opposition, not just from the 9, but then the priests as well. Some of them, when they hear about it, may not be happy. Some of them, when they hear about it, might question what I've been doing alone all this time. Not everybody knows about the souls and the catching of them. Most do, but not everybody. Since you're going to take this up for me, I can't actually transport you here through this place. So you will be given an object. It's a board with a bowl in it. Put 2,500 gold worth of diamonds into it. Think of a place. Draw a ritual circle. I'm telling you this out of order. Draw a ritual circle. Then 2,500 gold into the bowl in the middle of the ritual circle. Think of a place you want to be and just cast the incantation, and you will completely disappear from there and reappear wherever you thought you wanted to be. You could come straight here if you wanted to.
Do you need me to bring anything since you're being sieged?
You know, it's been a minute. A thunderbox would be great.
I don't think they're on this continent.
That's a shame.
I'd have to check around. Did I actually see one? I don't think I saw one.
One is in Garriott. I don't know which one.
I had a 20 on
my
my place history.
Yeah, I know. I definitely brought it up one time, but you guys were in the middle of doing something. So the one does exist in Garriott. Yeah.
Pretty sure we saw it as we were just like walking by and we saw the line out the door.
Oh yeah. It was a stupid line. Yeah. And that's when you guys were like, all right, maybe later. Yeah. So it does exist. And yeah, I'll say you know where it is in the city. And yeah, so he just goes, aside from that, no. Just yourself and your craftiness. My craftiness? Your craftiness. I don't know. Craftiness. Bring that.
Do we have anybody there that's good with boats?
Good with boats. In what way?
I have a role that I am executing in this on my current trip.
Yes.
And I'd be leaving them hanging if I just were to disappear. So if there's anyone there with the skill, I would have them come to me as I went to you. And then I'd be able to follow them back to them and switch spaces with them when our work is concluded.
Oh, there are many. The City of the Dead is a coastal city, so...
Anyone friendly to you.
Well, here's the problem. The traveling boards are very rare, very expensive, and I don't want to lose any more, so I don't really want to send anyone else out with them. And then anybody who couldn't use one but still had the ability to come out there would, how do you say, immediately take over and consider all of your companions as their underlings, and, well, you know how that goes. Powerful
Well, there's
clerics
the
and whatnot.
Order of Ovate. They're charged with transporting people. They could always just bring someone.
They're more currently occupied with the defense.
Fair enough. It was a big ask.
Actually, you could ask one of our agents in Garriott if you need a captain, a first mate, or a priest. You can ask Kelly. The one that killed you.
Yeah, I'll send Kelly.
Kelly could work. Okay.
Anyone? Oh, sorry. Holden is curious.
You're good.
He's watching too.
Mm-hmm.
Throw down some.
I'll send Kelly and I'll be by soon. Sorry, what was that?
I was gonna say if you wanted to stall for time, I can throw some maths down.
Now it's basically, Derek, any questions that you have for Scratch, anything that you want to know. This is, feel free to get as much lore dump as you want out of a guy who's been alive for the last 112 years, 3 months, and 42 minutes, whatever the fuck Jason said at the beginning of the campaign. Since literally the events of last campaign. If you want to know anything.
That's a huge question to have access to.
Sure. How about you think about it? We'll go back to the ship.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
I
so
was
back
doing
at the
some
ship.
Googling.
Yep.
Raen was doing some Googling.
Sure.
I figure I am a little bit beefier than the average human,
Probably.
being a warforged.
Well, what's your
So
weight on the
I
character
took
sheet?
the weight of an. Oh, I don't even remember. 1 second. I don't even know if I ever actually put weight.
You motherfucker, you should have. It's part of your character sheet, man.
275 pounds.
Okay, so you're a little thicker than
I'm not
most.
that much bigger, but I'm short is the thing.
Sure.
Okay, so I took the weight of a metal leg prosthetic instead of
Yep.
an arm.
Sure.
Thicker probably. And then did a below the knee because forearm, and those are about 4 pounds. So then
Okay.
I would just add like 2 pounds, say
Yeah.
5 to 6 pounds, and that's all in total weight. So if you are wanting to do it just like material to prosthetic creation, it would be
One
call
bar.
it 5 pounds. Yeah, call it 5 pounds to
Yep.
one attachment.
You're gonna need some wire and stuff like that to make your circuits and stuff like that. So keep that in mind. It won't be a ton, but you'll need enough.
I would just buy rock hopper.
Yeah. But yeah, you could
fabricate
do.
it myself.
Yeah, you could do all that. So, yeah, just if you want to do that.
Alright.
Did you want adamantine or do you want to go with something else?
Maybe,
Okay.
maybe. We'll see. Maybe not right away.
There's a couple of
That's what
different
I-
options.
anyone
You can get adamantine, brass, bronze, cold iron, copper, electrum, gold, iron, lead, mithril, platinum, silver, steel, and tin. Those are your options.
Can you send me this list, please?
Yeah.
Is it like on our wonderful friend website? Of
No,
old Fight
unfortunately,
Eagles?
it is not on
Okay.
that website.
All right.
Tin got a little bit cut off, so sorry,
All good.
but you're probably not going to want tin
No.
because the AC on that is 12.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right. I'll look at this while people
Sure.
are looking at other things.
What else is going on the ship?
Vibing.
Okay.
I mean, I had a whole lot of nothing prepared because we were about to leave.
Are the
Fair.
prices listed there? What you're charging per ingot? Is
Yes.
that okay? Jesus Christ, that
Okay.
ATM.
Of those that are cursed that are on the ship,
It's gonna be way more expensive.
Which this list makes it so much more expensive. I'm not doing
Yeah,
adamantium.
yeah.
I'm just gonna fucking do steel. I don't care.
Wait till we're loaded.
of,
Yeah,
of those
again.
that are on the ship that are cursed, how much hit points do you guys currently have?
That's a terrible question. I don't like how you're asking.
59?
God, I'm so glad I healed
59?
48.
48?
71.
Okay.
You're welcome, guys.
Gran, while you're considering what you're doing, and Merrick just hanging out doing what you're doing, you both fall unconscious.
Oh, are we at 0 hit points?
Yes.
Nope.
Cohen, remove 61 hit points from your current hit points.
I don't even know what happened because they're so far away, right?
Correct.
61, you said?
Yes.
So I go to 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
You feel a sharp pain in your stomach and then a splitting headache.
Okay. Was there was no one else cursed on the boat, right?
Just Grandin and Merrick. They're probably back and chilling by now.
Oh, are they back
Yeah.
by now? Oh, okay.
I would have been at like a workbench area somewhere. Maybe if like I have a room, or if we have like a workshop on the boat. It's
We
a
have a
big,
workshop in the
I mean, you
basement.
absolutely
Yeah, it's a
do,
big
because
fucking boat.
one
Big
of
fucking
you,
boat, right?
one
Big
of
fucking
you has
boat,
been
yeah.
crafting shit nonstop, so you probably collapse right next to him.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would have just been up on the top, probably playing with my dice or something, just literally burning time.
Yeah.
So I'll fall to a knee and kind of, Gran, Merrick, I saw you guys back here, and I'm gonna try to run around and try to find them. I don't know
Okay.
how you want me. Did you want me to roll for that for time wise or something?
No, you're good. So it just takes you like probably 2 or 3 minutes as you're running through the ship looking for them before you come across wherever. Merrick, where would you have been before you?
In a
passed
workshop
out?
as well.
Okay,
With
so
them?
you
Okay.
come into the workshop as, I forgot Jason's character's name because he's not logged in on Foundry, so I don't.
Ben Varys.
Ven
It
Varys.
knocked me off.
You're good.
I can't reach you.
So as you walk in, you see Ven Varys just tinkering with like his armor or something, like over in the side of the workshop, just working. And probably about like 5-6 feet away from him, you just see Merrick and Gran both just unconscious on the floor.
You weren't even gonna help them?
I thought they were just sleeping.
I mean, you probably heard the thud from that one. It had to shake the whole boat. I'm gonna walk over and start helping. I'll
Yeah.
just pick Gran.
Okay.
Whoever's closest, I'll just start helping them,
Okay.
getting stable, and then I'll get the other one stable.
Not hard.
Or I guess actually,
you can
I'll
make a
just
medicine
walk over.
check.
I'll just walk over and touch one with lay on hands for one, and then
Yep.
lay on hands for one on the other.
Okay.
So, doop doop. Because that it'll
Cool.
still. Does that work? I guess.
Normally, it would round down, but you can't get healed for. I guess you can get healed for 0.
You'd also have to do one on yourself, just to make us all get one.
You'd
'cause-
probably have to hit somebody for 4 so that everybody gets 1.
Okay, well, then I'll hit Gran for 4. That's fine.
Okay, cool. So
I
then
don't
you, Gran, Merrick all get 1,
Okay.
and something happens with Abby, but we'll deal with that in a minute.
Maybe gets one.
Well, no, because he's in death saves. Actually, he's not. He's straight up dead. Abby has died. Soul detached from this mortal coil.
Well,
Yeah,
And
just like
just
that.
like Jason did.
Van
that.
Varys has completely died too. I don't know what happened. That's fucking
Attached.
weird.
His internet must be fucking shit in the bed.
Yeah.
Aren't they getting hit by the storm right now?
The Arctic front, probably. No, he's in Oregon.
We're clear now, but we have ice storm warnings coming up.
Got
so
it.
Yeah.
and everything's still frozen from last time, so it'll be fun.
Yeah.
I finally picked up my car today.
Wild.
Yeah.
Okay, so anything more from the ship? Welcome back.
I mean, I guess I would have random banter with them about what that was.
What the fuck? What the
Well, I would tell
Yeah.
them that
Did
Abby
you
did tell
did you
us
know
that
what
he
that was?
may not be returning.
Is that what he
mean-
meant? Did he just die?
If it
He might
wasn't
be dead. Yeah.
wasn't you two, wasn't me. Had to have been him.
Shit.
He said he was going to get cigarettes. I don't even know what
He
that
did.
means.
He did say to go on without us if he didn't come back.
He said, "Wait a bit."
I don't think he found those cigarettes.
Well, that's very unfortunate.
Wait, if he died, can we just head out now?
I mean, he's a death cleric. Maybe he'll,
Jesus
come
fucking
back to life or
Christ,
something.
man! Have some respect. He just died.
But we don't know that for sure.
Pull
know
out
about
some,
this new
pull
guy.
out some
He cursed
holy water
himself.
and just kind of spray it around.
Alright, I like this new guy.
Why Van Varys has holy waters beyond me.
I actually have 2.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
I'm assuming for protection from evil and good.
That makes sense.
Sorry, good and evil. Wrong spell.
There you go.
It should be evil and good, for the record.
Wait, so is anyone else gonna die here?
No, I
I certainly hope
just-
not.
really need to go to sleep now.
Hmm.
I would like. Oh. Yeah, I just thought of something really funny, but it doesn't work now.
Okay, you know what? I will try and send Ascending to Ebby. See if anything comes back, which I doubt it will.
Okay, what do you say?
I hope you're not dead, but all of us just got hit with something big. So, reply to this message if you can.
Okay, what Ebby will hear in the place that he is he heard dead, big, reply. Aside from that, there's no response. I mean, aside from that, you don't get any response. But Ebby, you
No
did
response.
hear
It
that.
must be dead.
Yes.
Yes,
I thought it was me cutting my arm off. I just hold up half an arm.
Is that?
That doesn't hurt.
No, because I'm about to put this on.
Fancy.
Wait, did you taking off your arm might have killed him? Like, did that one last hurrah to
Wait,
end his
Oh,
life?
did you kill him?
are you saying I killed?
Well, it
Wait,
looks
so
like
do
he
we
took
have a?
blame.
Did he murder somebody?
I don't know, but he's taking
I
the
don't
blame
think
really
so.
well.
I'm much more sickly than Ebby, so I should have died before he did.
What did Ebby say to you when he was leaving?
He
Did
said
you
he'd
see
hope
him?
he'd be back, but to go in without him if he didn't show.
Sounds like he knew something might happen.
Yes.
I don't remember. Did he tell us what he was going to get? Because he did say he wasn't going to lie to us. He said he was doing grave cleric stuff.
Yeah, he said grave cleric stuff.
He did say he was going to do some grave cleric stuff, so maybe it's normal.
Maybe.
Do we know anything about grave clerics? Like
If they just die sometimes.
Yeah, if they
I
just
mean, I'm Shadowkai, so do I know anything about them?
yeah, sometimes they
sometimes
just
die.
Shatterkai would know a lot about them.
Ooh.
Make a history check with advantage. Gran can make a history check. Or religion.
Sorry.
Either one works. If you want to use religion instead of
let's do
history, you can.
religion.
neither great.
Do you want to use my same roll for the history? Or?
Well, you have advantage, so go ahead and go one more time for religion.
yeah.
I'm going to ignore the history check, because, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so 19. And then, Gran, Shatterkai is a big word. What were you talking about?
I've been alive for like 4 or 5 years. I don't fucking know, man.
Merrick, yeah, grave clerics. They don't all come from the same place, you know, just like how not all gun priests are the same. Well, okay, that's actually a misnomer. All gun priests are the same, actually, because they all come from
Because they're so
one
little.
specific. Yeah,
Yeah.
they all come from one very specific sect of the.
Aphid place, yeah.
Yeah, the Erthid's like her own like. I don't want to give too much away, so I've got to be a little bit careful about what I say. Because it wasn't a natural 20. You passed the check. It just wasn't a natural 20, so you don't get a ton of info. Okay. Gun priests are... gun priest is a gun priest because that they're all part of one small sect. Consider it like, you know, one particular version of Christianity, whether it's like Protestant or something, right? Whereas, you know, grave domain clerics can come from all over. They're, you know, you don't have to specifically come from one particularly ideologue, one particularly different direction per se. You know that they closely follow, watch over, do their priestly bits with generally people that are dying or dead or basically anything to do with the grave. They don't all follow any particular deity, though the grave domain is You would know that they're not all of the same alignment. Some are good, some are neutral, some are evil, the whole spectrum. And you would know that while it is not normal to just die to see your god or person of your particular strain of your religion, it's not exactly unheard of. It has happened before. Though incredibly rare, because who would want to die just to speak to their god? Because then you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
So it has happened. Could have happened here. You're not really sure? It seems incredibly unlikely.
Yeah.
Just because it's so rare.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You got some questions, Derek? Or, you still need a couple more minutes?
I've got, one medium-sized question.
Okay. We'll come back to you in a second, then.
Okay.
So what else is happening on the ship?
So am I successful in making a grappling gun attachment?
Well, not in 10 minutes. It's gonna take a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would
couple
spend
of
the
days of tinkering.
I would spend the rest of the days doing it. Actually, first I'd try to make the actual grappling hook part of it that gets shot out of the attachment, and then
Sure.
Try to find a way to permanently attach it to the rope of climbing.
Okay. One thing I do want to mention is keep in mind that when you're on the seas or whatever and you're doing your actual job, you will only be able to craft in your downtime. You won't be able to take if I'd say it takes you 12 hours to do something, you can't just be okay, I do that tomorrow. You still have to do your bosun duties. So, but currently while you're in dock or whatever, you're totally good.
I'm the doctor.
Really? Because on my notes, I don't have you as the doctor. I have you as the bosun.
Wasn't I the doctor? I thought we kept
I took doctor.
The priest was Eddie.
Right.
Yeah.
We swapped, I remember now.
Yeah, we made it priest, and I took it, and then I immediately left before our boat even left the docks.
I need to... What was the bosun one, then? What did that do?
Doesn't that just mean you're the guy that, creates shit to fix the ship?
Oh, perfect, yeah.
Bosun, repair and maintenance efforts.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, it kind of goes hand in hand with what you're currently... I'm sorry. What you're currently trying to do, so... There's that.
Yeah, so since we're not moving today, I would have spent as much time working on that as possible until I guess become a sleepy boy.
Okay. Yeah, that you can do.
Since we lost our surgeon, should we hire a new one?
Well, you don't know this, but that may be resolved. Unless you're not asking me and you're talking to the party, in which case...
I'm talking to the party, since we're assuming that he died.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought this was Ask Jay questions moment, and then you just came in with that. I thought you were talking to me. I'm just going to shut the fuck up now.
Yes, party. Should we hire a surgeon since Evie is apparently dead?
I mean, didn't he have an under surgeon? We just promote that guy for a little bit. Hopefully he comes back.
Training him.
Yeah?
I don't think he had much time to train. We hired them yesterday.
That's a good point. We did hire them yesterday.
I think it takes over 90 days for them to actually learn anything. I wouldn't really want him stitching me up as well.
Especially just after 90 days.
I mean, 90 days is a lot better than no treatment.
And we could just hire a surgeon for 90 days to teach him.
Either way. But if Abby's not going to be here, then we probably need to fill the position. It's kind of a big role.
Since I think I'm going to bring them a solution, I don't want to let them get too far.
Yeah, we'll get back to what you were...
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so back to the shard of.
Yes.
Anyway.
So, hold on, my camera's going crazy. Sorry.
You're good. A little blurry at bits. It's fine.
Are you? You're fading in and out of reality. It's perfect.
I'm here. I'm just fixing it. There we go.
There you go.
So, we have encountered people here that have been corrupted by Nithelios. Why? Yes. So, Nithelios is recruiting on both continents. And why is he targeting the necropolis? Did we provoke Nithelios?
Maybe.
Then we'll deal with him. Just needed to know.
To be completely fair, when I say maybe, I'm not saying yes, but, maybe. I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying I'm uncertain. It is certainly possible. It's also possible that it's completely unrelated.
So he hasn't made his intentions clear. They just showed up and started warping souls?
They just showed up at the City of the Dead and, attacked, yes. I don't know exactly... This is very new. It only happened a couple of days ago. And I don't know exactly what the death toll is so far. Thankfully, I don't think... Aside from those in the know, that know about my soul stuff, I don't... If Nithelios knows, then, well, that's probably why he attacked. If he doesn't know, then he doesn't know. It's entirely possible that he's getting us out of the way to do the same thing. Apparently, from what we've been able to discern so far in the last couple of days, he's an ancient entity that goes back several thousands of years and has been dormant in the astral plane. Despite the name Abyssal Monarch, I suspect he's not an abyssal creature at all. I suspect he's more astral in nature. Just... It's the vibe I get. You know?
Your hunches are very good, sir.
Well, I had good friends. They taught me the ways. Anyway, my current leading theory, this could be completely wrong. I could be spewing bullshit right now, so keep that in mind. But my completely possible bullshit leading theory is that Nithelios attacked us to put us out of commission for a little while, to do the same thing we were doing, to get more powerful quickly. We know that anyone who reads its writing will, as I mentioned before, become entwined in some manner with him. And maybe by inserting himself into our apparatus, he could infect more people quicker, as opposed to 1 or 2 per generation or century. It could be thousands overnight. I don't know.
Do we have our agents in the field tracking down people from Nithelios? Or potential agents of Nithelios?
The rest of the 9 are currently doing that, yes.
I will return and help with your efforts. I have a technical magic question.
Yeah.
I was cursed by, I think it was a puzzle box.
What did it
and
look
it
like?
bound. Can I describe it?
Yeah.
The one that, because I was standing there when they opened it.
Yep. He goes, okay.
Would killing me disable the curse?
In a manner of speaking. I really wish I would have known that before I had you speak to Kelly, because by killing you, it creates a magical feedback loop that will recycle onto whoever you're cursed with several times as the curse adjusts to the fact that now there is one less person cursed. When you go back to your body, you're free. You're done. Anyone that was cursed with you, though, is going to feel some residual effects for a couple of days.
So I can break the curse by killing them and resurrecting them.
The simple answer is yes. The more complicated answer is they're already getting feedback from one. How many people got cursed?
4. 5.
Oh.
4.
Wow. Okay. Let's put it this way. They're already getting feedback from one curse. If you were to immediately kill one more of them and then bring them back, that feedback would go then onto the other two. And
oh yeah, no, I would space it out.
Right. Okay.
Maybe make it look like an accident. Who knows? Just future proofing.
Right. Okay. It could certainly work. I'm just keep in mind that when you take the next one's life, the other two will feel it, and it will
Interesting.
hurt. There could be some lingering effects. I would space it out. Wait till the feedback stops, then take another one out. Wait till the feedback stops, take the other one out. Wait till the feedback stops, take out the last one.
I think I've taken up enough of your time then.
It could be interesting. What if you were to take another one out, then take out the other one and the other one all at the same time, and then cast you revive them each back to back to back? I don't know what would happen.
This seems like something we would do at our height in the necropolis. Would you like me to find the box?
If you could get that box to me without damaging it or opening it, that would be a great help. I could certainly use that for certain things.
I'll see if I can barter for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my leave of him. Say I'll see you soon, kind of thing.
He kind of nods at you and then turns back and looks over the falls and see the ruined city of the dead, and heat shimmer turns back to the beautiful city that you saw before he just sighs and the whole place turns to complete blackness. Says, "See you soon." And he's gone. You're alone in the void.
Does Kelly bring me back?
It's funny you ask, because she was told to wait 1 minute. And you find yourself jolting awake, gasping for breath, blood coughing up out of your, lungs and all that stuff. Like, you look down, your wound is completely cleared up, but you're laying in a massive puddle of blood. Like, your entire body must have drained onto the floor in this room. It's not quite sticky yet. It's only been a minute.
Still warm. It's kind of like being in a really weird bath.
She goes, "Yeah. Was it fun?"
It was educational, to be sure. I have a message and a job for you.
What kind of job? I got a job.
You have a new job. You're going to be a priest on a boat.
Yeah. I haven't done that in a hot minute. What are you paying?
Here's your Kalepna mask. Your payment is your allegiance.
Oh, no, I got my own. Like, reaches back and, pulls her shirt apart for a second, like the back of it to give her some slack. Then pulls out a mask and just... It's a porcelain mask.
I'm sure the people on the boat will pay you well. Pay you respectively. But I'll reimburse you personally when I return. I just need you to keep my bench warm.
Okay.
Also, I'm gonna need your extra hands because we're gonna go get some coffee.
Okay. You see her like
so I
kind of
take
jump
Kelly-
off the high chair and like clumber to the ground and like start stepping in the blood. You notice she's not wearing shoes. She is a halfling, a very short halfling.
Oh, so she is a halfling. That was my next question. Are you a kid or a halfling? 'Cause
You see her like hop down and start splish splashing, hairy feet. As she's like, think Hobbit, only short Hobbit, and she starts splashing through your blood and walks out the front door and goes, "Man, you have any idea how long it's been since I've been outside?"
That happens to people in our orders. There was this guy back at the necropolis who didn't go outside for 80 years. And the necropolis wasn't even fully built. They built it around him. He didn't know what it looked like until he went outside.
That's weird. You should get out more. She like turns around and like takes the two doors where the holes of the door is and like pulls some like copper wire out of her pack and like feeds it in there and like closes the door and like twists it to like hold it shut. But it's just copper wire, so it's definitely gonna get broken. Somebody's gonna break into it. She goes, "All right, that'll be safe."
Pretty sure they'll see the huge pool of blood and either turn around or know that it's not a place that they want to be.
Oh no, it's part of the show. We have that kind of sort of thing all the time. I mean, not actual blood. Usually we like spray people like in the front couple of rows. You know, it's part of the play. Somebody gets stabbed. Like, what kind of play doesn't have blood spraying out at you, right? A shitty one. That's the answer.
The Players Actor Guild of Guar.
More like Gallagher, but yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go to Thunderbucks. I'm going to buy a coffee for everybody on the boat.
Okay.
Or all the
main
guys.
The main guys. Okay, I was gonna say
guys.
You got 100 hands, cause yeah, okay.
The main guys. Also Kelly. For helping.
Cool. She'll help carry. She
And
like
then
waddles
I'll meet
next
them all
to
back
you.
to the boat.
Okay.
Yeah, she's tiny and she's just holding the tray above her head.
As you're walking, right after getting the Thunderbucks, you step out of the building. You had like a 10-minute wait. The line wasn't that bad. It's long, but like quick to get through it. You get outside, and just as you step outside back into the sun, you get Merrick's message. Time works differently in the Shard. So I don't remember exactly what he worded, but it was something along the lines of, "Did you die?" or something like that. You can respond to this message. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you respond?
I can't, can I?
Yeah. You can respond to this message.
On my way back now.
Yep. Okay. Having just collapsed and all of that stuff that you went through and discussing, should we get a new doctor, blah, 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 suddenly in a rush you hear Ebby's voice. On the way back now. It's weird because it's distinctly past the point of time where your spell would allow it to come back.
Well, I mean, never mind. I think he's alive.
What do you mean?
I just heard a voice in my head that said, "On my way back." And it sounded like Ebby.
Didn't you cast the... okay. I don't... Sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
Maybe.
we don't need a doctor then. Fantastic.
Yeah, everything's great. We didn't lose a friend.
Holy water for the win.
Yep, the holy water worked. Wonderful.
Cool.
Well, good.
Water
Let's,
for the win.
shall we get ready to depart? And then when he gets here, we can leave.
Yeah, I'll go with everyone into shape. Let's get ready
Okay.
to go.
Perfect.
And we will come back after our break and see what you guys do with that. So, everybody get up, stretch, get a drink, have a smoke, do whatever you gotta do. We will see you back here, excuse me, in about 5 or 10 minutes.